Hello, magical gangsters. Welcome to another edition of GMS Tarot, where I will be your host, the Gangstar Magician himself. And I'm here to deliver you a message because that's what I love to do, because I do what I love, and I love what I do, because why wouldn't I? Or right or wrong, why wouldn't I? Exactly. Who wants to do what they don't love? Who wants to be with who they don't love? Not I, said the pig, okay? And why would you, is what the question is, okay? Why ever settle for anything less than what you deserve? Okay, this is what you must tell yourself, okay? Because remember who the fuck you are. That's what I need you to remember. Remember who the fuck you are, all right? Because I do. I know exactly who you are. You're the best. Even Archangel Michael says you're the best. He says, absolutely the best. He said, I've never seen nothing like it. He's like, you got the best subscribers here. He's like, I've never seen anybody have such better subscribers. He said, right off the bat, too. He said, first couple months, look at you. Look at you, he told me. He said, it's all because of your people. He said, you make sure you thank them. I said, absolutely. And I do thank all my subscribers. I most certainly do. And I'll never forget them either, especially my early people. Believe me when I tell you. You know why? Because that takes courage to be the first person to subscribe to a new channel, okay? Most people, they don't want to do that. They want to wait till everybody else does it, then they'll join the crew, okay? But the early people, nobody ever forgets those people. And that is why I open up my heart chakra to you, okay? I welcome in any and all unconditional love. And for being such an early subscriber, you will be granted that Two of Cups. That is for sure. Look, I'm catching everything today, aren't I? 1 point. I just spit my candle out by accident. I blew it out. That is unfortunate. That was very unfortunate on my part. Got too excited over there for a second. But don't worry, brothers. Don't worry, okay? Because I set my intention. It's our love candle here. I got an intention here for us. I sent one. Okay, and I'm also drinking some solar plexus tea today. Went all orange. Sacral. I was all about the sacral chakra today. Look, I even got some orange Aberdeen and orange agate on my hair. Okay. How do you like me now? I got a little carnelian over there, a little bumblebee jasper. How you like me now? Okay, how do you like me now? A lot, right? I hope. A lot. Better relax with talking too loud over here. The candle told me. He said, relax, brother. Take it easy. Take it easy. I said, all right, you're right. All right, so yes, I'm going to take it easy now. So let's get back to what we're here for, okay? It's the overall energy here. Let's see what we're working with. So we have some hangman action here. Perhaps maybe it's time to pause, surrender, look at things from another perspective, okay? Maybe you're enlightened, viewing things differently than before. Perhaps somebody is viewing things differently than before. Who knows what these fucking characters think, okay? But just know, I know you are this Queen of Cups, that's for sure. You were always this Queen of Cups from the very beginning. Nobody could tell you otherwise. This is your default. That's who you are. That's who you return to all the time when you go to bed. Before you go to bed, this is who you are. All those other energies, yes, you have to be them, okay? But at the end of the day, that's who you are, okay? And now these people, knowing you, know who you are, got them very, very upset. They're very anxious and depressed that this Queen of Cups perhaps is looking at things from new perspectives. Maybe somebody's pausing, surrendering, and looking at this Queen of Cups from another perspective. Because these people try to tell this, whoever your counterpart, that you're just a Queen of Cups. Okay, you're worthless. You know what I mean? Like basically you need to be taken care of, blah blah blah. Like the love wasn't good enough. Okay, what you brought to the table wasn't enough. Okay, you weren't what they were looking for. You weren't their wish come true, is what these people said. But yes, you were, okay? Because you are their wish come true. Yes, you are. Especially right now, that's for sure. Okay, whose wish come true are you? This King of Pentacles, of course, okay? They try to tell this person, no, you're nothing, you're nothing. This person knows now that these people are nothing, okay? Because anybody who goes out of their way to say that a Queen of Cups is nothing, that's not bothering them, there's obviously something going on with those people, okay? There must be. And you know why there must be? Because the King of Swords is here, and the King of Swords sees everything. And he says he don't like what he sees. This is why these people are crying in their bed, anxious and depressed, because the King of Swords has seen enough, and so has this King of Pentacles, and now it's time for you to rest and relax, okay? Because everything is going to be just fine for you, because you are the best, and I love you, okay? And that's why, all right? So just know everything's on point for you right now. You are, you just hit the jackpot, brother. Trust me when I tell you. Look at you. You're amazing. Amazing. I love you. Never seen nothing like it. Never seen nothing like you. That is true. Okay, so let's see what we're working with here. Let's get an overall energy. God, Divine Feminine Collective. Let's see. Everything is coming into fruition. It's the end is here. It's the 9 year. At the end of the 9 year. It's almost going to be a 12-12 portal. It's going to be an important portal. Keep that in mind, okay? That and the 12-22 portal. I would keep those, write those on your calendar. Perhaps, and then when you're there, what I would suggest you do is on those days, go onto a YouTube thing and do a 12-12 portal, okay? And just go to sleep with it, okay? And then that'll help you, you know, get to the 12-12 portal. Get you to where you need to be, all right? Because that's going to be important for you. It's just the end of a cycle here. All right, so let's see what we're working with here. Let's get an overall energy guy here. Please and thank you for the Divine Feminine Collective. Please and thank you. Okay, so can't be upset with this one. Ace of Cups, okay? Because remember, you are a wish come true. You are 9 of Cups. You have this King of Cups bringing you this Ace of Cups. That will create your 10 of Cups, okay? And that will create the abundance you need, okay? And you're going to do that all with this Lover's energy, okay? You're going to show people that unconditional love creates abundance, okay? These demons, they don't know nothing about unconditional love. All they know about is taking, stealing, hurting, doing things corrupt. This is all they think about, okay? They don't even understand love, but they want to take your love from you. No. That's not going to happen, okay? Because we call back all our energy and our power from anybody who's ever taken it. All of it, okay? And that's why you are the way you are right now. That is why. Believe me when I tell you. Everybody knows you're the best. Trust me. Okay, you know why they know you're the best? Because you are the one who's going to be here to be this leader of this new world. Okay, this cycle is complete here. Okay, you have completed this cycle. Okay, this Ace of Cups here shows that you completed this cycle. They cannot block this any longer. Why? Because Page of Pentacles, you are manifesting this. Okay, you have opportunities coming your way. Okay, why wouldn't you? Of course. I mean, come on. Seriously. Let's be realistic. How much longer? They blocked you long enough. Now it's time for you to show them that you are the star of the show now, okay? You already have been doing this, okay? But now it's really time to be, you know, you're going to be coming to a theater near you. Believe me when I tell you. You are an up-and-comer, that's for sure. Trust me when I tell you. And all these corrupt hypocrites, Hierophant in reverse, they're very much in disarray, okay? They don't know what to do. They're scared, okay? They're being seen through, okay? What they were doing in the past doesn't work, okay? Because remember, like I just told you, you're the star of the show here, okay? Not these people. They thought that they were going to keep you down and that they were going to steal your energy and keep building and building with it. No. These demons, it's over now, okay? Especially for you King of Wands, King of Swords in reverse type characters. We're done with yous, okay? You fucking characters. We're done, and we've had it. We call judgment on you. We call judgment. God, I call judgment on anybody who's came up against me and my 8th house crew. We call judgment on those people, and we want them to be dealt with. Please and thank you. Okay? So mote it be, so shall it be. Okay, now, the Tower of Terror is here. Okay, because I just told them, I call judgment. So now the Tower of Terror is coming here for these corrupt hypocrites. Yes, it is, okay, because you complete this cycle. You have this Ace of Cups here. You are building your foundation on this 10 of Cups. Who are you building this foundation on this 10 of Cups with? And who's bringing you this Ace of Cups? This Emperor, of course, okay, that's who, because you are a full-blown Empress, okay, and that's why you going through all this nonsense puts you into that category, okay, because you needed to get boundaries here. You needed to become a Queen of Swords. You would have never learned to be a Queen of Swords unless you went through what you went through, okay? And that is why you are now, okay, without a shadow of a doubt, an Empress, High Priestess, Gangstar, Magician. That is who you are. And this Emperor knows that. And they know it. Because they love it. Maybe this is an Emperor, you know, High Priest, Magician. You know, maybe you're going to meet a High Priest, Emperor, High Priest, Gangstar, Magician, perhaps. Maybe. Okay, maybe you're going to be working with that person, Three of Pentacles. Perhaps maybe you're going to collaborate. Perhaps maybe, you know, you're going to have some teamwork here. People want to, they see that you're value here. They want to work with you, okay? They see that you have this Ace of Cups coming your way and that you're building this foundation on that Ten of Cups with that Emperor, okay? Remember that. This is all to the chagrin of these corrupt hypocrites who thought they were going to stop you, stop people from wanting to work with you, okay? But now they're in the Tower of Terror and there's nothing they can do about it, okay? There is not a damn thing because you are already building your foundation. They cannot knock it down now, okay? It's already been built on this Ten of Cups. Yes, it has. Yes, it has. So far, so good. Wouldn't you concur? And I know it is because the Chariot is here. Because movement is here. I told you. Things are moving along here for you. It's the end of this year, okay? It's the end of a 9 year, okay? You are ready, Two of Wands. All your plans are coming to fruition now, okay? You already put things together, all right? These people, they didn't plan this far. They didn't plan for you to be back like this. They did not. They expected you to be off the rails. They thought you already have been fucking derailed by now. But no. Okay, because they underestimated you. That's what happened here. Okay, who did they underestimate? You, of course. The Empress, like I just stated. Okay, you are an Empress. You are 100% an Empress, High Priestess, Gangstar, Magician. Of course you are. Tell me you're not. Nobody could take this from you. That's the best part, is they thought they could take this from you. But now, you know exactly who the fuck you are. Okay, now you have that energy protected on lock and key, and these people cannot get to you. And that is why, I mean, they could continue to attack you. They could continue to do all that other stuff. But if you want to, focus on them attacking you, then it's only going to continue. But the fact is, you got to realize that these people have no power over you. You're way more powerful than these people, okay? If you give them power, then they're going to keep having power. We, on the other hand, they have no power over us. We're a Gangstar Magician, for God's sakes, okay? Why would we think anybody has any power over us? We challenge any and all comers. Bring it, okay? At any time, you can challenge us for the undisputed, universal, heavyweight champion of all spiritual warfare, if you like, okay? You can challenge us for the King of the Water Signs title or the Cardinal Sign Championship whenever you like, okay? But I don't think so. I don't think you stand a chance, you tell these people. They don't stand a chance against you. They most certainly don't, okay? Because you, my friend, Two of Swords, they're trying to avoid the fact that you are the greatest, okay? The greatest Empress they've ever seen. They try to keep you down. They try to say you were nothing. Now, these corrupt hypocrites are being seen as nothing. And that's why they're in the Tower of Terror with the King of Wands, brother. The King of Wands has them, and he's laughing like a little schoolgirl over there. He loves it. Look at him. He loves it. Laughing like a fuck. He got the controllers. He's laughing. Loves it. I love it. Makes me happy to see him happy like that. Okay, now, this is causing these corrupt hypocrites to be heartbroken. They're very much heartbroken that they're in the Tower of Terror and that the King of Wands is enjoying himself, okay? And you, on the other hand, Three of Wands, is enjoying yourself with your soul tribe, okay? You're going to be building something here, okay? You're having a good old time jumping around in the shallows. Remember, you got to get your vibration up. You can't be running around acting all negative. Nobody's going to come towards you, okay? You can't act like, oh, this, blah, blah, blah. Nobody wants to hear the bullshit, okay? We want positivity here, okay? If you can't bring positivity here, then get the fuck out, all right? And that's what you tell these people. And we tell any motherfucker that also, okay? Because if you don't want to bring the positivity to the table, we don't need you here, all right? Your services won't be needed. Thank you. Thanks for coming in. Appreciate you. Goodbye. You know what I mean? That's all you do. You shut the door right in their fucking face. We don't need nobody bringing down vibrations, okay? And that is why, if you don't have your, people coming towards you, it's because you're not doing something right. Your vibration's off. Now, that's why I recommend you do some subliminals. I recommend you do some crystals around you. I recommend this Archangel Michael spray, because these demons are attacking you, okay? You're an empath, okay? They're going to continue to attack you until you do something about it. And when I say do something about it, I say protect yourself, okay? That's all you have to do. All right, It's not hard. It's not hard to do this stuff what we're doing here. Okay, I mean, at one time, I know it's difficult when you're down and out and you're low. I understand it's very difficult to get back up, but it's either you could sit there and keep crying about it and stay there, or you could just do whatever you gotta do and get back up. Okay, I'll give you an example of a situation where I always think back. It's a Batman. I forget which one it was. It was the one with Bane, I believe. And Batman or something, they threw him in a hole, and whatever where Bane came from, I don't know what the fuck happened. And they broke his back or something, and then he was like in a hole that was like nobody could ever get out of. Okay, but he could have sat down there and crumbled or find a way up there. Only one person ever did it. Okay, somehow Batman figured out how to do it. But my point is that seemed very much impossible. But at the end of the day, everything seems impossible. Okay, until you do it. What you've been through seemed like it was impossible, okay? People felt that you would never come back from this, but you did. You survived 100% of the days so far. Nobody's going to take this from you. Remember that. Why? Because Page of Pentacles, you're clearly manifesting all this. Because you're manifesting. You're Empress who's manifesting the end here, okay? The cycle is complete. Okay, you are receiving your Ace of Cups, okay? The King of Swords is here. They see everything. They've seen enough. That's why these corrupt hypocrites are in the tower. That's why they're heartbroken. And that's why movement is here for you. Movement towards the completion of the cycle, that is. Look what you got out of this. You became something else. You really did. You can't be mad. You really can't be upset. You got to just be like, listen, whatever's meant to happen is meant to happen. Okay, now, these corrupt hypocrites, they're seeing whatever they were doing, whatever they promised, not always come true. That's for sure. They are not having a good time, all right? The illusions that they created about you, with the moon, they have been shattered. They've been returned to sender tenfold. These people are being seen worse than you ever have been seen. Okay, they're going to do way worse time than you ever did. Trust me. They did this. They created this energy, projected it onto you, and now you returned it to them. Okay, and now they want to cry and get mad at you. Make that make sense. Make it make sense, please, and thank you. But people are saying they're clearly being seen that way, okay? They most likely are, brother, okay? Because they want to avoid judgment, these corrupt hypocrites. They don't want to be judged for what they did. They want to just, walk away from this, okay? They don't want to, they're in the Tower of Terror, but they don't want to be judged for this. How would that work? How do you not want to be judged, but you're going to be in the Tower of Terror? You're being seen as a corrupt hypocrite, okay? You're going to be judged. There's no way they could avoid this. So that means that they're going to try to present themselves like that it wasn't them. That's what it is, that they were tricked into this. That, they didn't know any better. You know what I mean? That they got spell work done on them. They're all going to start blaming everybody. They're going to wait till somebody passes on, and then they're going to blame that person. Okay, because you're a high priestess, and you clearly see that's happening. Not that, you're an empress, high priestess, gang star, magician. That is exactly who you are. Okay, and that is why these people, they don't know what to do. All right, and they're going to wait. They're waiting until maybe somebody along the lines that they could, blame here, and then they're going to blame them. That's basically, or they're about to sell somebody else. Somebody's getting sold out here by these corrupt hypocrites. Okay, because they're trying to avoid judgment. They see this ain't a wish come true, so they're going to all give each, whoever brought whoever into this is going to keep giving each other up until it gets to whoever it's got to get to. Okay, because Page of Swords in reverse. These are completely deceptive people here, completely manipulated other people around them. Okay, said a lot of things about you that weren't true. A lot of people didn't go researching all this because they got busy lives. They got other things to do. They're not really worried about, it's not all about you. So if you had a group of people going to people say, oh yeah, did you hear so-and-so's this, that, and the other thing, and other people are corroborating the story, and you're not there to defend yourself, of course people are going to believe whatever they said about you until you come out and, do what you're doing here, okay? Now you're showing that these people are complete fucking liars, okay? They had a fucking motive. They were trying to steal your energy and want your destiny. They were promised stuff to do this. That's why they were all working together to come against you. Okay, you're clearly a chosen earth angel, and these people want to stop you, and they're clearly demons. And you showed just how powerful you are, just how protected. That's what you did. Yes, you did, and that's why you're going to be publicly recognized, Six of Wands. That is why, okay? Because why wouldn't you? Who wouldn't be publicly recognized for that? They can't hide your light much longer. You can't hide it much longer. Slowly but surely, you are becoming the biggest star this world has ever seen. Trust me when I tell you, it's the truth. It's not even a lie. I mean, if it was a fucking lie, if I even fucking felt that I wasn't confident, even this much, I wouldn't say it. I only say stuff I'm 100% confident in, okay? And that's why I'm 100% confident that you solved the puzzle here, Wheel of Fortune, okay? Because I know that you have solved this puzzle, and these people cannot take your prize from you. Trust me when I tell you, they already tried. They tried to stop you from solving the puzzle. First, unable to. Then they tried to stop you. They knew you solved the puzzle. Then they wanted to stop you from getting the prize. Didn't happen, okay? Now, you're getting that prize, okay? And it's coming to you. And it is in fucking whatever, in transit right now. Remember, though, it is the holiday season. There may be a little backup, so please be patient. Please be patient, because death is on the case here, brother, like Chase. Trust me when I tell you, death is here. The end is here for whoever came to these corrupt hypocrites. Somebody's got to pay, okay? There's going to have to be some sacrifices here. They want to sacrifice you. No. They created that energy, so somebody on that end has to be sacrificed. 3 people I see, maybe 4, that will be clearly sacrificed, okay, because of what they did. And they did it to themselves. You didn't do it. You didn't do anything except be yourself. That's all you did. Okay? Being yourself is why you're the star of the show. It's very clear. This is an excellent reading, actually. I love it. Okay? Just believe me, and they've been really good lately. I don't care. If you go back and look at the last several, they're all very, very high energy, high vibrational things. This tells me that a lot, and all you're seeing right here is corrupt hypocrites getting a Tower of Terror that want to avoid judgment, that, aren't getting their wish come true and that are heartbroken. And what you have here is you getting this Ace of Cups, because you clearly are a 9 of Cups of wish come true. You completed the cycle with the world. You got 3 of Pentacles, people want to collaborate, teamwork with you. That's moving very quickly with the Chariot. You're clearly being viewed as an Empress here, and you're manifesting all this Page of Pentacles. And, Wheel of Fortune's here for you because you're manifesting. Actually, you clearly solved the puzzle because you are the star of the show. And these people now are being seen as Page of Swords. Very manipulative, very deceptive, what they've tried to do here. What they try to do is take your energy. People see it, and that's why they're headed to the 5 of Pentacles. There's no other options for them. Where else are they going to go? They can't walk away from what they did. They made their stance perfectly clear. They failed, and they exposed their coven. That's exactly what happened. And now everybody's mad. Okay, they're all being seen. So what do you think is going to happen here? What do you expect to come out of this? And you're being clearly seen as a star of the show. Okay, and these people, 4 Pentacles, they were trying to hold on to every last penny they can. They're being very greedy. They were very stingy. Okay, they didn't want to share the wealth. That's why they're being seen as corrupt hypocrites, because people are seeing the motive. It was all about the money here. Okay, they want to stop you, 3 of Wands, from building your garden. Okay, they didn't want you to build your secret garden, because they knew if you build it, they would come. And now they're here. Okay, and you built it. Okay, but believe me when I tell you, slow and steady wins the race, my friend. You are that turtle. You are that turtle. Believe me when I tell you. Okay, and that is why you being this turtle and slowly being the fastest way to get to where you need to be is why the end is here for these corrupt hypocrites. Painful ending is here for these corrupt hypocrites, brother. And who is going to deliver this to them? Okay, and we're going to do a clarification. I love it. Okay, this painful ending in this Tower of Terror, who's going to do it? The King of Wands, of course. He's going to bring them. The end is here. They're heartbroken, these corrupt hypocrites, because they got the King of Wands here saying, I don't care if you want to avoid judgment. You're going on the Tower of Terror, my friends. Now they're heartbroken. They're being seen as deceptive. They're being seen as manipulative. People who are trying to be stingy. They want to skim from the top, steal from this King of Wands. Okay, now they're not going to get their wish come true. And now the end is here. There's a painful ending. Yes, there is. Yes, there is. Thank you, King of Wands. High five, brother. We love the King of Wands. He's our favorite. We love him. He does it all. He does all our dirty work. He loves it, he said. He loves it. Fucking loves it. He says, this is what he's been waiting to do. He's been waiting for this. And now it's here. Right, King of Wands? Yes, he says. He don't talk much. He just says. That's all he does. He gives me this. And I know everything's all right. So, just know, we love him here, though. We love him. He's our favorite. All right, so let's get an overall energy clarification, confirmation here, God, please, and thank you. Okay, so now we have this Page of Swords here, okay? Because the Page of Swords is a card of new ideas, curiosity, and communication that signifies the exploration, learning, and expression of your thoughts and opinions. And you have found new ways to communicate, and you had a thirst for knowledge, and that is why you're being seen the way you're being seen. You're much more interesting than you were in the past. Trust me when I tell you, okay? Because you know why? Because you're the one who brings the fun. Because you are the sun, okay? Because the sun card advises you to enjoy the success and happiness that you have worked so hard to achieve and share your joy with others. I believe that's what you're doing. Wouldn't you concur with that, Doctor? And yes, I would. Okay, believe me when I tell you that this Five of Swords here, this trying to win at all costs against you, really cost these corrupt hypocrites. And what did it really cost them? The Tower of Terror and a complete painful ending here, okay? That's what happens when you come up against you. They wanted conflict, competition, rivalry with you. Ten of Swords is going to be their immediate future when they do that. Trust me when I tell you. And who's going to believe me on that one? This Emperor, okay? Because they clearly see this happening. They clearly see it and they love it, okay? They love what these corrupt hypocrites are being put through because these people... They needed to get put in their place, okay? You needed to knock these down a lot of pegs, and they fell all the way down the ladder. Believe me when I tell you, Knight of Pentacles, because you were too hardworking and you were too efficient, too responsible, okay? Because the Knight of Pentacles is a card of common sense, responsibility, and loyalty that signifies fulfilling one's wishes or duties through dedication and patience. Like I told you, slow and steady wins the race, okay? You were very, very hardworking. You were very, very efficient, responsible. You stayed on your routine, okay? And that's why you kept doing your task and you became who you are right now. And that's why you're the star of the show. That's why the one who solved the puzzle, all right? You solved the puzzle. Nobody's ever going to take it from you. It's yours. That's why. You earned it. You earned it, my friends. Yes, you did. So let's get one more confirmation, clarification here as to what we're working with. All I see is you being this Empress, manifesting, this Star Empress. People want to work with you. The cycle is complete. You're receiving your Ace of Cups. You got the Chariot here. Okay, you got the King of Wands operating, the Tower of Terror for these corrupt hypocrites that want to avoid judgment. Now they're heartbroken because they're very deceptive and manipulative. They wanted to steal, okay, and now the end is here, okay, and that's what's happening. So, there you go. Pretty straightforward. Okay, now we have the moon here, so perhaps maybe they're going to continue to try to create more illusions, okay, but the fact is that they have no ability to create illusions any longer, okay. The reason why is because they don't have the power, okay. They have no confidence, okay. You took all their confidence from them, 100%. You remain balanced here with this Temperance. They needed you to roll around in the mud. They wanted you, they were trying to attack you and then have you respond to them so they had you put you in a jackpot. They didn't think you had any self-control. Okay, but the Temperance card advises you to identify and seek the missing ingredients in your life, which you did or are doing. Okay, find the balance between your inner and outer worlds and be patient with your soulmate. Okay, be patient with your soulmate, it says. Okay, we have them. We'll be patient with them. There's no reason. We don't give a fuck what they do anyway, actually. Okay, because Hangman in reverse, because whatever standstills, whatever, keeping things at a resistance, delays, injustice, martyring themselves, okay? Them days are over. Nobody's here. Nobody cares about this or these illusions. Nobody's going to willing to martyr themselves anymore to fulfill these illusions. That's why this is coming to an end, okay? That's why the Chariot is here. That's why movement is here. Because the Chariot advises you to use your strength and determination to overcome any challenges and achieve your goals. Be prepared for the changes that will sweep in and carry you with them. Right or wrong? I believe so. Okay, now somebody here is recovering from heartbreak, okay? Maybe they're releasing heartbreak, they're healing, moving on. There's resolution, reconciliation here. Somebody wants to reconcile with this Empress, okay? Somebody is bringing this Ace of Cups. So, of course, we'll have to assume this is your counterpart, okay? Because the Sun is here. Because remember, you are the one who brings the fun because you are the Sun. And now, this person always knew that, but this is this is how it had to be cleared. It couldn't have worked out any better. You couldn't have done anything differently. You cannot force things to happen. You gotta go with the flow. Okay, whatever happens, happens. Can't be mad. You can't hold on to stuff. It's not worth it. You're not giving your energy away to nobody anymore, okay? This King of Wands reverse character, persona non grata, they're done, okay? They're walking the plank. This is one of the corrupt hypocrites that's in the Tower of Terror now. Now we know the regular King of Wands is the King of Wands in reverse. In the Tower of Terror, there's a painful ending here for them. So this person wanted to avoid judgment, okay? Just like I said, there's a painful ending here for this person, Ten of Swords. There you go. We know, without a shadow of a doubt, there's a painful ending for this King of Wands in reverse. That energy is finished. They're done. They will take themselves out and walk the plank. There you go. I don't even really have to go much farther. We know exactly who was trying to block this. I knew they were a corrupt hypocrite. We all knew this person. We hate this energy. Okay, now this person's paranoid and overwhelmed. Knight of Wands in reverse. They're giving up. They're exhausted. They're overwhelmed. They have a big ego, this person. They don't know what to say. They don't know how to answer it, okay? Because the Emperor is here to let them know that the time is up. Their time is up, this King of Wands in reverse. Time is up for them. Death is here. The Ten of Swords is here. Painful ending is here for them. They wanted that for you, right? Okay, and the Hierophant is here for them. The Hierophant is institutionally supporting you. Okay, and whatever people have supported this King of Wands reverse, they're going to go down with this person. But they're all going to give up this person. This is what's going to happen. This King of Wands in reverse will be blamed for all this, okay? And then these people are going to say that this person was the reason why they did all this to you. They're all going to blame it all on this person, okay? And they all want to come back and say, oh, we want to work with you, Three of Pentacles. We want to collaborate with you. And you're going to say, listen, brother, we'll think about it, all right? You're going to have to make it up to us. You're not just coming back blaming one person. You're going to have to work on yourselves. You're not just coming right back, okay? Because whatever options, illusions, fantasies, whatever you try to do here wasn't right. You know what the fuck you did. And you're not going to sit here and blame it on one person, okay? You all know what you did. You did it because you wanted to fucking do it. You did it because you wanted to fucking do it. Don't ever come to me and tell me otherwise. Okay, you're greedy, jealous, rotten motherfuckers. And you're going to have to pay for what you did, okay? Granted, you give this guy up, fine, makes things a little easier for you. But you're still going to have to pay for what you did, okay? So either go with this person or face whatever you got to face, okay? Because it's time to take accountability now, okay? Because we are a Queen of Wands. You are a Queen of Wands. You don't have to listen to anybody, okay? You are a confident, independent person who is passionate and determined and radiates warmth and vitality. And these piece of shit, corrupt hypocrites that try to say otherwise about you, they're getting a painful ending here, okay? That's what's going to happen. Especially this King of Wands reverse that everybody wants to give up now. Now they're going to all blame him. Oh, it was him that did it. It was him that, look at this, that wanted to block your Two of Cups, okay? It was him. That's what they're going to say. We love you. We love you. We don't want to hear that bullshit. We know what the fuck you are. Who you think you're dealing with? You think you're dealing with a clown? Because you're not. Okay, now Page of Cups in reverse. These people they were addicted to fantasy. They were coming over childish. They wanted to escape. They were jealous. They have emotional instability. Now they're depressed. Okay, they don't know what to say. They were big shots when they were running around behind the scenes. Okay, but now Six of Cups, you were just held on to your unconditional love. People now, they want to be nostalgic about you. Now they're looking back. Oh, you're so, like, it's like, come on, brother. Like, now you want to look back when things are up for us. Like, we don't play these games. We're not a fucking idiot. Okay, you tell these people. We're not a fucking dope over here. Okay, we're gangster magicians. We didn't get here by accident. Remember that. Didn't come by accident. You weren't trying to steal our energy for no reason. You didn't have the devil involved in this situation because you're nothing, okay? It's because you matter, okay? And now every motherfucker's going to know exactly who the fuck you are, okay? Especially this motherfucking King of Wands in reverse, because they're going to pay for this in the worst way, okay? In a very public way, okay? Ten of Swords. Believe me when I tell you. So what's going to be the end here? We know the end is here for this King of Wands reverse. What's going to happen with these other characters that are going to, these other corrupt hypocrites that are going to try to, you know, ride in on the wave of this destruction of this King of Wands in reverse. Okay, they're going to try to avoid the Tower. They're going to try to avoid the Tower of Terror, but King of Wands, regular King of Wands is here. Okay, and he says, no, they're not escaping this Tower. No, justice is here for them too. It might not be as severe, but it's here. You don't walk away. You know what you did. I don't care who made you do it. People try to make us do stuff too. Doesn't mean we went and did it. Okay, we don't want to hear that. You did it because you're a fucking clown, okay? Your own mother is a fucking clown, okay? Because she sided with this King of Wands reverse against you, okay? Because she's a fucking loser who can't take care of themselves. I want to try to say you can't take care of yourself. So you could go fuck yourself too, all right? And that's all it's going to be for those people, all right? Justice is here for them. Trust me when I tell you. All right, and there you go. There's the end for it. They're trying to avoid this tower, but justice is here. Doesn't matter what happens, what they say, okay? And whatever King of Pentacles in reverse, whatever greedy bastard they try to take your counterpart into, okay, that person could go down the tubes with them if they want, okay? Because the strength is here with you, okay? You have the King of Wands, okay? You have whatever it is. You get your Emperor. Doesn't matter with this King of Pentacles in reverse, this greedy bastard. Whoever went against you for money, they're going to pay for it. They got to go in their tower too. You think they're going to get away with this? No, they're not getting away with this. They're going down too. They're losing every fucking thing because they're going to blame this person too. And now they're going to pay for it too because they listened. They could have been there. They could have saved you. They could have done it. They didn't want to. They were too scared. Okay, Knight of Swords. But you, on the other hand, is too action-oriented, too ambitious, okay? This is you. Okay, your fucking counterpart's a coward, but that's you. You're on the horse with the sword, and you're just like, listen, I don't give a fuck. I'll come right at you, motherfuckers. Somebody stop me, please, okay? Because Judgment Day is here for these people. It's here for these corrupt hypocrites because the end is here, okay? And we don't give a fuck no more. There you go. See you later. Goodbye. The end is here because remember, we're going to end it here because you are the one who brings the fun because you are the sun. So it doesn't matter what happens here. Okay, it doesn't matter how bad this gets because you will always remain positive. You will always be calm. Even when you get upset like I just did. You're going to get calm. You're going to return to your Queen of Cups. You're going to return to where you are and you're going to say, I know who I am. These people made me who I am. Whatever, we don't care. We know what you are, okay? Because why? Because you're very balanced. You got the temperance here. You're very calm. You could always pull it in at any time. They said you have no control. No. You're very balanced. Temperance is here with you. Okay, guys? Love you very much. See you at 11.